just wanting to look at the back, make a decision on anything we can do to the back, and I'll look at that. Ain't pretty. I don't know what there is to do to the back.
Nothing.
I think leave it, spray it, be done with it. Okay.
Pretty wild that out of our pile of random spare lumber, we got a beautiful end wall to complete the cabinets. If you're just joining us on this project, we're elbows deep in the cabinets for our laundry kitchenette area. We've covered a lot of ground to get here, so if you missed some of the earlier videos, jump back to see how we built our own boxes, drawers, installed the hardware, built the face frames, the doors and drawer fronts. We're waiting for the parts to come back from paint to complete the cabinet assembly. So we've taken on building a butcher block countertop from FIREWOOD. We've got a plane and dimensioned the zillion pieces to get them ready for glue up.
All right, we're getting close. We're gonna put everything through twice now because we're hoping to end up with a square piece, which reduces the room for error during the glue up. Starting to look really good, guys. So think about this for a second. These boards are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boards thick. And look how flat that is. That's a really good sign. If after 8 boards, there's not any height difference between all these stacks, that means these are all looking super good. And the nice thing is we can flip them either way. Lots of options for how to lay up the counter. I think we're gonna go one more round, unfortunately, because there's a few pieces that looks like we didn't quite get the saw marks and stuff out of them. So I think it's worth it to go one more time through the planer and just make sure that we've got the best possible edges for this project.
We've never built a butcher block before. We're very much learning as we go. Building our own home has taught us the value of precision and patience. Since we're trying to build a dream home, each project is a reflection of the pride that we have in our home. It's so tempting to get in a hurry, take shortcuts, and aim for good enough. This countertop will be our primary cooking area for quite a while, and then heavily used during food preservation marathons. Taking the time to make it look amazing is a gift we're giving our future selves every time we use it, or even look at it, or take someone on a tour of the house and share all the pieces we're most proud of.
bought the family pack of clamps. Oh, that end pushed apart. Can we try bashing that one? Two glue ups done, 2 to go. No major issues yet, but lots of lessons learned about clamping stuff.
When we were rescuing firewood for this project, it required some imagination to see the potential behind all the work. Our goal was to create a beautiful countertop that really fit the house. It's pretty rad that it also comes with a really great story.
Oh boy, moment of truth. Anything from here that screws up, it's gonna really, really suck. Yeah, probably one more at least.
One more probably clear all that.
Yeah, maybe 2. We're going for 1.25 inches, so I think we can get that out of there. That's got a little bit right there. All right, let's go a little more. Breaker or something? Crud, we blew the breaker right in the middle of everything going perfectly good. I think we can salve this because I think we have just a tiny bit of thickness left to go. I just don't know if I want to see what's in the planer right now. All right, we're ready to fire it up and see what happens. It's on the lowest possible speed, so nothing happened.
Yeah, it's feeding.
No, nothing happened. Let me go backwards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Firewood. That was firewood. Can you guys believe this? What a transformation. This project is actually coming together, which is a bit of a shocker because we've had nothing but problems for the last 2 days, and we just about had a problem there for a second. Thankfully, we were not on the final pass, and we were able to make it work. Well, I thought we were gonna get away with it, and it looks to me like the choice to use the table saw to rip these down definitely is biting us in the butt. So this joint is just not square. I was afraid that would happen. I made a really big mistake, and it's like a seemingly small mistake, but it's costing us huge now. I glued up one too many boards, so this would not go through the planer. And actually this one wouldn't go through the planer, and therefore I had to cut both of these to the exact same dimension so that they will glue up like this. Problem is, that choice. Now we have to run this through the joiner to get this edge true again, otherwise it won't glue up properly. This one looks fantastic because we didn't modify this edge and we did not modify this edge. True story, this necessarily wasn't an issue with the table saw. We took a dinner break and we glued up this one slab, and then we kind of left it on the table, and it kind of sort of glued itself to the table, and so I had to use a large mallet aggressively to get it to come loose, which I don't really have to do, but I did do, and I banged up the edge of it, and so we had to straighten that out. So now everything is looking a lot better, and I think we're ready for the final glue up. We've kind of test fitted everything and made sure that everything looks great, and we can clamp the gaps, what little gaps exist. We had to figure out which clamps we actually have that'll fit something this large, and kind of come up with a plan and a strategy. Because one thing we've learned, once you start gluing, there's no turning back. Holy cow, guys. That's a butcher block top made from firewood from the timber frame. I thought we could do it, but along the way there was a lot of bumps, and we're not out of the woods yet. We've still got to unclamp this thing, and here's hoping it doesn't have a bunch of personality. It looks flat now, and if we did a good clamping job, it'll be flat in the morning. So obviously that hole there is for the sink. I think tomorrow is sink day. Our sinks showed up yesterday, and we've got a couple of options that we want to look at and make a decision on which one makes sense. Of course, we've got to trim this to length. We've got to add some little accoutrements to it to make it perfect. We'll have to obviously get the cabinets installed before it's time to put the top on. So, to all the hours, to the saved firewood that you don't have to split and I don't have to split.